Woodward. Cleaning up in right field, Maxim Fullerton, number 14. Batting fifth, the designated hitter, number 8, Tommy Eisenstadt. Batting sixth, number 40, the first baseman, Chase Phelan. Batting seventh, it's the shortstop, Chris Clement, number 7. Batting eighth, the catcher, Gio Melchione, number 13. And batting ninth, it's the third baseman, number 3, Beck McGuire. Pitching, number 17, Garrett McNary. Now for the starting lineup for your Cowlitz Black Bears. The head coach of the Black Bears is Kelly Stinnett. Leading off in right field, number 40, Chase Elliott. Batting second in center field, number 7, Carter Monda. Batting third in left field, number 17, Sam Canton. Batting cleanup at first base, number 15, Noah Fields. Batting fifth, the third baseman, number 6, Vinny Salvione. Batting sixth, the designated hitter, number 11, Jacob Griffin. Batting seventh, it's the shortstop, number 8, Jake Schultz. Batting next, it's the second baseman, number 39, Ren Cecil. And behind the plate, number 3, Connor Talixon. Out of bound for the Black Bears, number 10, Colby Schubert. Now please rise and remove your caps as we honor America with the singing of our national anthem. Please welcome Carrie Ginnett from Peace Health.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleam, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, for the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaked, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Good afternoon. I am Joey Senna, thanking you for joining us for the rubber match between the Yakima Valley Pippins and your Cowlitz Black Bears. Let's take a look at the keys to the game. Yakima Valley took game 1, final score 6-4, and the Black Bears evened up the series in game 2. It was a pitching duel, and it was a fantastic 1-0 game that Cowlitz was able to come away with the win in the 9th inning. The keys to the game. Stay crisp on defense. The Black Bears only have 1 error through their first 18 innings. And also take advantage of errors on the base. Yakima Valley has 5 errors through their first 2 games this series, so take advantage where you can on the bases. Let's meet the starting pitcher for your Cowlitz Black Bears. It's going to be Colby Schuber. Colby plays ball at Gray Harbor College, the right-hander. Made 12 appearances for Gray College this year. And in those 12 appearances, he went 3-7. He pitched 69 innings and recording 70 strikeouts, so about a strikeout an inning. And he only has 21 walks on the season, so a little bit better 3-to-1 ratio strikeouts compared to walks. We'll meet the starting defense for the Black Bears in just a moment. We are about to get underway. Center fielder Hank Dunn leading things off for the Pippins. That'll be followed by the 2-hitter, second baseman Spencer Shipman, and batting third is the left fielder Mike Woodward. In the cleanup spot for the Pippins today is the right fielder Max Fullerton. The first pitch underway, and it's just bit up for ball 1. And the 5th and 6th hitters is the designated hitter, Tommy Eisenstadt, the first baseman, Jace Phelan, and the bottom 3, the 1-0, finding the zone for the first strike for Schuber, 1 ball and 1 strike. The bottom of the order is a shortstop, Chris Clement, the catcher, Gio Melchione, and the third baseman, Beck McGuire. Schuber gets ready for the 1-1, finds the inside corner. He's ahead, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Schuber working all the way on the first base side of the rubber, as far as you can get on the right side. He gets ready from the stretch with nobody on, and that's fouled back and spoiled by Hank Dunn. I talked a little bit about it yesterday. We're seeing more pitchers work from the stretch with nobody on. Just less movement, less chance of error. So the 1-2 from the stretch. He gets Hank Dunn to swing and miss as he pulls the string. 1 up and 1 down for Schuber to start the ball game. Let's take a look at the defense for the Black Bears. Out in left field is Sam Canton. The captain of the outfield today is Carter Monda. And out there in right, Chase Elliott gets another start for the Black Bears. Take a look at the infield in just a second as Spencer Shipman digs in from the right side. He takes low and away for ball 1. We have Vinny Salvione, who's getting the start at the hot corner. And in the 6th hole is Jake Schultz. And on the right side of the infield, we have Ren Cecil at second, and Noah Fields gets the nod again at first. Another breaking ball gets a swing and a miss from a Pippin. Shipman's out in front of that one. 1 ball and 1 strike. Calling the pitches for Schuber today is Connor Tallickson. The 1-1 is lifted into left center field. And in left center, it's going to be Sam Canton, the left fielder, who makes the second out of the inning. So 2 up and 2 down to start the afternoon for Schuber. We could not have asked for better weather for opening weekend here in Longview, Washington. 69 degrees at first pitch today with 13-mile-an-hour winds blowing in from center field. First pitch into the number 3 hitter, the left fielder, Woodward takes for ball 1. We have not seen a home run this series. The wind has been blowing in all 3 games so far, so you're hitting against the wind. Woodward takes ball 2, 2 balls and no strikes. Schuber way outside, and he's behind 3 balls and no strikes. Schuber pitched 2 complete games this season for Gray Harbor as he finds the strike zone once again. 3 balls and 1 strike. The 3-1 is in, and Mike Woodward comes away empty to load the count up. American Workforce Group is positively impacting people in our community by placing motivated, qualified individuals at great places to work. American Workforce Group, built on relationships, backed by integrity. The payoff pitch is just a bit inside, so it'll be a 2-out walk for Mike Woodward. the first base runner this afternoon. So that'll bring up the right fielder, Maxim Fullerton. First left-hander that Schubert will face, and that gets away from Talixon as the runner gets into scoring position for Yakima Valley here in the top of the first inning. Build with Baker. Baker Lumber Company is at 311 Pine Street in Kelso, Washington. Don't limp through summer with an old rotten deck. Build with Baker. Schubert trying to get back in the zone. And he pulls the string. Fullerton out in front of that one. 1 ball and 1 strike to the big lefty. Schubert checks the runner at second before he throws home. And that off-speed pitch gets another swing and miss. We're seeing Schubert miss the bat often here in this top of the first inning, mostly with that off-speed pitch. Has a lot of movement on it as well. The 1-2 is popped up sky high in the center field. It's going to be the third baseman, Vinny Salvione, who gets under it. So nothing doing of the 2-out walk issue to Mike Woodward. We head to the home first, scoreless. Welcome back to David Story Field as we're about to begin the bottom of the first inning, 0-0. Let's meet the visiting pitcher. It's going to be Derek McNary, who gets the start for Yakima Valley in this rubber match. He just finished his freshman year at Fresno Pacific. He's from Hanford, California. That's in Central California. And as a freshman, he appeared in 12 games on the mound. He made 7 starts, and he pitched 42 and 2/3 innings, posting a 5.27 ERA. He struck out 30 batters in those 42 and 2/3 innings. Let's take a look at the batting lineup put together by head coach Kelly Stinnett. It's going to be the right fielder in the leadoff spot, Chase Elliott, and batting second is the center fielder, Carta Monda, and batting third is the left fielder, Sam Canton. So the outfield, the first 3 spots in the batting lineup for Coach Stinnett. In the middle of the lineup, 4, 5, and 6 hitters is the first baseman, Noah Fields, the third baseman, Vinny Salvione, the designated hitter, Jacob Griffin, and the bottom of the lineup is rounded out with the shortstop, Jake Schultz, the second baseman, Ren Cecil, who was the hero in last night's game, and the catcher, Connor Talixon. He'll be rounding out the lineup for Cowlitz. Ball 1 is outside to the leadoff man, Chase Elliott. We'll take a look at Yakima Valley's defense in just a minute. The 1-0 is just a bit outside as the leadoff man's way ahead, 2-0. The 2-0 is fouled back out of play. We're seeing McNary work exclusively from the stretch, just like we're seeing from Schuber. Here's what the defense looks like for the Apples. From left to right, we have Mike Woodward, Hank Dunn, and Max Fullerton in the outfield. McNary and Melchione on the same page. The 2-1 is fouled into the netting. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Let's meet the infield for Yakima Valley. At third base is Beck McGuire. At short is Chris Clement. And the right side of the infield is Spencer Shipman at second and Jace Phelan at first. Like I mentioned, Gio Melchione is getting the start behind the plate for Yakima Valley, putting down the signs for McNary. The 2-2 just a bit above the belt. 3 balls and 2 strikes. First full count to the first batter that McNary has faced. The Black Bears looking to get their leadoff man, Elliott, aboard here to start the first inning. Here's the payoff pitch. Breaking ball just misses the zone, so it's going to be a leadoff walk issued to Chase Elliott. That'll bring up Carter Monda. We've seen Carter in the lineup all 3 games this series, and we've seen him in different spots throughout the lineup. We saw him in the leadoff spot in Game 1, and we saw him bat 6 in Game 2, and now he's in the 2 spot for Coach Stinnett. First pitch swinging is fouled down the right side, out of play. 0-1. Carter Monda, his hometown, just south of here in Vancouver, Washington. Big guy, 6'4", 200 pounds, is the right-hander. He awaits the 0-1, and it's a chopper up the middle. The shortstop, Chris Clement, and Beck McGuire comes in. Beck McGuire cuts him off and throws a strike to first base. He did not have a play at second. So both teams with a runner in scoring position in the first inning. The Black Bears set up here with a runner on second and only 1 away for the number 3 man, the left fielder, Sam Canton. Sam played ball at Gonzaga University this season. First lefty that McNary's facing. The runner is going, and he'll get there safely. So now a runner on third. A great RBI opportunity for Sam Canton. He's looking for a fly ball to the outfield or some kind of productive out to get the Bears on the board here in the bottom of the first. Runs came at a premium in last night's game. It was 1-0 the final score. That 1 run coming in the 7th inning as Cowlitz came out victorious in that one. And now it's the rubber match to decide who wins the series in the first series of this West Coast League season. The 1-1 is a line drive to the left fielder, Mike Woodward. Here comes the runner home, and he is safe. It's going to be a sacrifice fly for Sam Canton as the Black Bears take an early 1-0 lead here in the first inning. Coach Stinnett's going to be happy with that at-bat put together by his left fielder, Canton. So with nobody on and 2 away, the first baseman, Noah Fields, will get a chance to bat for his first time today. First pitch into Fields. He takes on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. The 0-1 is in the dirt. That'll even up the count. 1 ball and 1 strike. Bob's is proud to sponsor the Black Bears Party Deck and has been serving our community since 1947. Before your next adventure or for local knowledge and 50,000 square feet of shopping, head to Bob's at 111 Hudson Street in Longview, Washington. The 1-1 just below the knees. 2 balls and 1 strike. To the cleanup man, Fields. Come on out to the ballpark. The Cowlitz Black Bears return home next weekend. The 2-1 is a line drive foul over the dugout of Cowlitz. It's going to be 2 balls and 2 strikes with nobody on and 2 away here in the bottom of the first. The leadoff walk issued to Chase Elliott. He ended up coming across to score as there's a 2-out single for Noah Fields that trickles up the middle. First hit of the ball game for either team. Both pitchers walked a runner in the first, but now Noah Fields with the first hit. So with 1 or 2 away and a runner on first, Vinny Salvion will step in for his first time up. Vinny looking for his 3rd hit this series as he takes on the outside corner for strike 1. The right-hander played ball this season at the University of Portland, about an hour away from here. The 0-1, just a bit outside, 1 ball and 1 strike. The wind starting to pick up a little bit as we see the flag whipping towards us above the scoreboard out there in left center field. The 1-1 is high around the letters, 2 balls and 1 strike. Very comfortable today at the ballpark, whether you're in the sun or the shade. Like I mentioned, the 12-mile-an-hour wind, so if you're in the sun, you're still getting a nice breeze. It is going to be hard to hit home runs today and all season long here as the wind is usually blowing in from center field. We saw the opposite in the exhibition game on Thursday night in Ridgefield, where the wind was blowing all the way heavy right over 10 miles an hour. We saw 1 home run in that game. That one came off the bat of a Ridgefield Raptor. The 2-1 is off the hands of Vinny Salvion to even up the count. Corwin Beverage is a proud sponsor of the Cowlitz Black Bears baseball. Thanks for coming out to the ballpark, and thanks for choosing Pepsi Cola. The 2-2 count as McNary checks the runner at first. He delivers a high fastball and gets a chase from Vinny Salvion, the first strikeout of the game. But Cowlitz gets on the board here in the bottom of the first, and we head to the top of the second. 1-0 Black Bears.
Listen up, baseball fans. Head into Safeway to score on great deals all season long. Safeway has everyone's tailgating favorites, from fried chicken and party subs to fresh cut fruit and veggie trays and tons of easy meal options. Satisfy your whole team for the ultimate game day experience. And you can save a cartload of time with Safeway Drive Up and Go. Just shop online at Safeway.com, head to the store, and we'll bring your groceries right to your car. Safeway, sponsor of the Cowlitz Black Bears.
Welcome back as we begin the top of the second inning. First pitch into the lefty, the designated hitter Eisenstadt, is a ball, 1-0. It's going to be 5, 6, and 7 due up. The 1-0 is lifted into right field. Chase Elliott runs in for it. It's going to be the second baseman, Ren Cecil, who lost the ball, and the runner gets to second and is out at second base. Wow, what a play there. We'll take another look at that. The ball was hit a mile high on the right side. The right fielder, Chase Elliott, was running in and charging as fast as he could, and Ren Cecil, the second baseman, lost it in the air. And a great heads-up play to get the runner out at second base. We'll take another look at second baseman, Ren Cecil, who lost the and that is outside, on the outside corner for strike one. To the lefty, Jace Phelan. The 0-1, and that's just below the zone. 1 ball and 1 strike. Second baseman, Ren Cecil, who lost the ball, and the runner gets to second up play to get the runner out at second base. So nobody on and 1 away, and there's that off-speed pitch again that we've seen Schubert have great command of early on in this game, getting a lot of swing and misses from the Apples. The 1-2 is hit at the second baseman, Cecil, who moves over to his left, makes a nice play, and gets Phelan out in time for the 4-3 putout. So Tommy Eisenstadt will get a single on that, and then he was thrown out at second. Now with nobody on and 2 away, the shortstop, Chris Clement, digs in from the right side, and he takes low and away for ball 1. Last season, these two teams did not play. The last time they faced off was during the 2021 season, and that ball slipped out of the hand of Schubert. 2 balls and no strikes. In the 2021 season, these two teams played 2 series, and they split the games, going 3-3, with the home side winning each of those series. Cowlitz trying to win this series in the rubber match here in the series finale. Schubert, as far as you can get on that right side of the rubber towards first base. The 2-1 is hit at the third baseman, Vinny Salvione. Throws across the diamond in time for a quick. Instead of a 1-2-3 inning, it was a single given up to Eisenstadt, but Schubert still faces the minimum in the second. We head to the home second, 1-0 Black Bears.
Keep you dry in the rain or snow. 5777200. Weather Guard!
Summer and baseball are a winning ticket, and it's time for the games to begin. Peace Health is excited again to join with the Cowlitz Black Bears as a sponsor and to cheer on the team as they vie for the West Coast League title. Black Bears games make a great family outing. Bring the whole crew to the ballpark to enjoy a safe, fun outdoor event featuring a dynamic team that will have everyone cheering. As the largest health provider in Cowlitz County, Peace Health is here to step up to the plate and keep your family in the game, whether it's a routine appointment or specialty or emergency care. Peace Health and the Cowlitz Black Bears, 2 great teams here for our community.
Leading off for your Black Bears, the designated hitter.
Your locally owned logging supply store, proudly serving Cowlitz County since 1987. Cowlitz River Rigging. Stop in at the Grown Man's store and go Black Bears. So we begin the bottom of the second inning. 6, 7, 8 hitters due up for Cowlitz. First pitch swinging is Griffin, and it's a chopper at the first baseman, Phelan. And that's going to be a 3 unassisted. So 1 pitch is all McNary needs to retire Griffin to start this second inning. That brings up the shortstop, Jake Schultz. Jake Schultz plays ball at Concordia University, Irvine. Before that, he came from Utah Tech University. He transferred over to Concordia this past season. He showed bunt, pulled back, and takes ball 1. Nobody on and 1 away as the Black Bears are holding on to a 1-0 lead. McNary gets ready from the stretch. The 1-0 painted nicely on the outside corner for strike 1. Schultz pregame superstition is to call his dad before every game. I love that. As Father's Day is just around the corner. Just misses. It's going to be 2 balls and 1 strike. Schultz is from Prescott, Arizona. And he follows the Suns and the Cardinals, but not the Diamondbacks. He's an Angels fan. The 2-1 is hit at the second baseman. Spencer Shipman corrals it. 2 quick outs for McNary here in the second after he allowed the leadoff walk. And then it was Sam Canton who had the sacrifice fly to score Elliott. Elliott also stole a bag as well. So nobody on and 2 away for Ren Cecil. First pitch into Cecil is strike 1. Yesterday, Cecil was a hero. He had a 2-out RBI single last night in the 7th. That was after Ethan Solscheider was nearly unhittable for Yakima Valley as the Black Bears won 1-0. Ended up being the winning hit for the Black Bears as Cecil's behind quickly 0-2. Righty on righty matchup as Cecil awaits the 0-2 from McNary. And that fastball is low and away. 1 ball and 2 strikes to the number 8 hitter. The 1-2 hit at the second baseman, Shipman, who's been busy this inning, recording 2 outs. McNary faces the minimum as well in the second. We head to the top of the third. Cowlitz with a 1-0 lead.
Summer and baseball are a winning ticket, and it's time for the games to begin. Peace Health is excited again to join with the Cowlitz Black Bears as a sponsor and to cheer on the team as they vie for the West Coast League title. Black Bears games make a great family outing. Bring the whole crew to the ballpark to enjoy a safe, fun outdoor event featuring a dynamic team that will have everyone cheering. As the largest health provider in Cowlitz County, Peace Health is here to step up to the plate and keep your family in the game, whether it's a routine appointment or specialty or emergency care. Peace Health and the Cowlitz Black Bears, 2 great teams here for our community.
Eight, 9, and 1 due up for the Apples. First pitch swinging is Gio Melchion, the catcher, as Vinny Salvione makes a nice grab at third base. 1 pitch and 1 out for Schubert here in the third. That'll bring up the third baseman, Beck McGuire, for Yakima Valley. First pitch into McGuire is taken for strike 1. First road trip coming up for Cowlitz. They head to Bellingham Tuesday morning for a midweek series against the Bells. That curveball is just a bit inside to even up the count. Bellingham and Edmonton played a weekend series this weekend, with Bellingham winning game 1 on Friday 2-1. And that's up around the letters, 2 balls and 1 strike. And the Bells picked up a win in game 2 as well. They won the series 5-1 on Saturday, and they're playing game 3 right now. They're looking for their first sweep of the year. As the 2-1's fouled back out of play, 2 balls and 2 strikes to the number 9 hitter. Schubert kicks and deals home. The 2-2 is lifted into center field. Carter Monda settles under it, moving a few steps to his right for out number 2. The batting lineup will flip around for Yakima Valley. It'll be the leadoff man, Hank Dunn, who was a strikeout victim his last time up. The only strikeout of the game for Schuber so far. The Black Bears pitching has been outstanding these last 12-plus innings. They had their first shutout yesterday, winning 1-0, and putting up a couple zeros in the first couple innings is Schuber. Continuing that as the 0-1 is roped into left field. It'll be the first hit of the ball game for Yakima Valley. Belongs to the leadoff man, Hank Dunn. So a 2-out single. It's the second time that we've had a 2-out base runner. Back in the first, there was a 2-out walk issued to Mike Woodward. So with the runner on first and 2 away, the number 2 hitter, second baseman, number 2, Deuces Wild, with Spencer Shipman. As Shipman takes ball 1. Radio communication provided by our local day wireless systems for all your two-way radio and CB needs. Visit your local day wireless system. The 1-0 is hit hard into left field. Sam Canton going back at the wall, and it is a home run. The first home run we've seen as the wind died down a little bit. Spencer Shipman gives Yakima Valley a 2-1 lead here with 2 away in the third. Couple RBIs picked up as well from Shipman as he got every bit of that ball. That ball was just a little bit, caught too much of the plate. It was just a little bit left over and a hanger from Schuber. He wishes he can have that back. The first pitch swinging is Woodward. So a 2-out, 2-run shot as Yakima Valley takes a 2-1 lead as we head to the bottom of the third. Let's take a look at is hit hard into left field. Sam Canton going back at the wall, and it is a home run. The first home run we've seen.
Tires, doing the right thing since 1952.
We begin the home third with the catcher, the 9th hitter in the lineup, Connor Tallickson. He'll get his first at-bat this afternoon. As Derek McNary gets back to work for the Pippins. First pitch here in the third, right down Broad Street. Strike 1 to the catcher, Tallickson. McNary working from the middle of the rubber. The 0-1 is a chopper up the middle. The shortstop, Cress Clement, moves over to his left, throwing across his body on the move. A nice play there by Chris Clement for out number 1 to retire Tallickson. So the batting lineup will flip over for Cowlitz here in this third inning as Chase Elliott will get his second at-bat. Last time up, Elliott drew a leadoff walk to start the game. He had a stolen base and then came in to score on the sacrifice fly from Sam Canton. 2-1 lead here in the bottom of the third for Yakima Valley. First pitch is taken, ball one to Elliott. Dick Hanna Toyota is proud to support our Cowlitz Black Bears. One of the nicest experiences each summer is to be with family and friends and watch these talented baseball players. The 1-0 kicks and deals home, is put into play. Hit out the third baseman, Beck McGuire. No big deal for McGuire at the hot corner. 2 quick outs for McNary. He recorded his first 1-2-3 inning back in the second. He's looking to do the same here and record a shutdown inning after his team unleashed a 2-run home run, and that came off the bat of Spencer Shipman out over the wall in left field. So with nobody on and 2 away, Carter Monda takes strike 1. Dick Hanna has been around for over 70 years, and they are a local family-owned business with the tradition of supporting our community. Dick Hanna Toyota, believe in nice. The 0-1 is hit sharply towards the second baseman. Spencer Shipman, no big deal for him. And McNary retires the side in order for the second consecutive inning. We head to the top of the fourth, 2-1 Yakima Valley.
Summer and baseball are a winning ticket, and it's time for the games to begin. Peace Health is excited again to join with the Cowlitz Black Bears as a sponsor and to cheer on the team as they vie for the West Coast League title. Black Bears games make a great family outing. Bring the whole crew to the ballpark to enjoy a safe, fun outdoor event featuring a dynamic team that will have everyone cheering. As the largest health provider in Cowlitz County, Peace Health is here to step up to the plate and keep your family in the game, whether it's a routine appointment or specialty or emergency care. Peace Health and the Cowlitz Black Bears, 2 great teams here for our community.
We're back in the top of the first. A swing and a miss from Maxim Fullerton, the number 4 hitter for Yakima Valley. We'll lead things off here in the fourth. Last time up, he flew out to the third baseman, Vinny Salvione. He takes second pitch for a ball, 1 ball and 1 strike. Next pitch will be pitch number 40 for Schuber. And the 1-1's lifted into left field. No big deal for Sam Canton. So after the first quick out in the fourth, that brings up Tommy Eisenstadt. Schuber has 26 strikes compared to 14 balls thrown in 3+ innings. Ball 1 to the designated hitter. The 1-0 is taken just a bit outside. 2 balls and no strikes. Eisenstadt singled back in the second. He's hitting .400 in this young season. The 2-0 off speed is taken. Strike 1 on the outside corner. 2 balls and 1 strike. 3 hits so far for Yakima Valley. 1 for Cowlitz. 2-1 ball game. The Apples with the lead. As Schuber losing a little bit of command right here to Eisenstadt, falling behind 3 balls and 1 strike. And so just bit inside, and they say it was a check swing The home plate umpire, Jim Courtney, called a strike on him. Eisenstadt looked a little frustrated with that. You would think that the home plate umpire would at least ask the field umpire down the first base line about that pitch. The 3-2 count is fouled back. So 3 balls and 2 strikes to the number 5 hitter. And he'll take inside for a 1-out walk issued by Schuber. Schuber's second walk issued today. The best part of your next beach getaway is that Fiber FCU has plenty of branches along the Oregon coast. Access your Fiber account at thousands of credit union branches and ATMs nationwide. FiberCU.com. Banking made easy. And the first pitch to Jace Phelan is taken low. 1 ball and no strikes. Last time up, Phelan grounded out to second base. Schuber checks the runner at first before delivering home, and that's just a bit inside as well. So Schuber will take a second. We're going to have a quick mound visit. It's going to be pitching coach Justin Parrish going to talk to Schuber, settle him down a little bit, just losing a little bit of command and control of his pitches, giving up that walk. And now falling behind 2-0 here to Jace Phelan. So we'll give him a minute to take a few deep breaths, settle down out there here in the top of the 4th. Pitching coach Justin Parrish was the former coach at Missouri Western, and he was on this Black Bears staff in 2019 before the pandemic came in 2020. There was no season in 2020, but the Black Bears came back in action during the 2021 season. As the Black Bears welcome back pitching coach Justin Parrish. So 2 balls and no strikes to the first baseman, Phelan. The lefty takes strike 1 on the outside corner. Head coach Kelly Stinnett and pitching coach Justin Parrish are also joined by assistant coach Shane McCarroll. The 2-1 breaking ball is hit off the hands into left field. That'll be a 1-out single for Phelan. That's his first hit of the season. As Eisenstadt gets into scoring position at second base. 1 out, 2 on for Chris Clement, who grounded out to third his last time up. Assistant coach Shane McCarroll is a coach right here at Lower Columbia College. He'll be helping out with the hitters, defense, and he's coaching first base this season for Cowlitz. Schuber in a little bit of a jam here. There's that curveball finding the zone for strike 1. Do we see the wind pick up a little bit? Blowing in from left field. The 0-1 way inside as Chris Clement has to get out of the way of that one. 1 ball and 1 strike. There is movement now in the Cowlitz bullpen. The 1-1 fouled back. So this is one of the rare times we're seeing Schuber work ahead of the count. 1 ball and 2 strikes. We'll see if he goes for a high fastball or maybe a breaking ball. But with a couple of guys on, that puts a lot of pressure on Talixon if you go with a breaking ball in the dirt. Schuber shook off the first pitch, and he agreed on the second. We'll see what that is, and it's that breaking ball, not in the dirt, but just a little bit inside. The second baseman, Ren Cecil, close to second base. That's keeping Eisenstadt from taking a big lead from second. The 2-2, there's that fastball upstairs, but a nice take from Clement. So another full count from Schuber. He and Talixon on the same page. He comes set, delivers home, and the 3-2 is spoiled. We'll do it again. Next Friday, the Black Bears will be back home. They'll be facing off against the Edmonton Riverhawks. And Friday is Fiber Family Friday, $5 off tickets with the Fiber card. 3-2. Foul back as Clement just gets a piece of it to stay alive. Next Sunday, just like today, kids 12 and under get into the ballpark for free. The Edmonton Riverhawks will be in town. Our manager, Coach Kelly Stinnett, was the head coach for Edmonton last season. Foul back once again from Chris Clement, making Schuber work. Let's see who's going to win this battle between the shortstop and Schuber. Gets set for the payoff pitch and fouled back again. Next pitch is going to be pitch number 9 of the at-bat. And the 3-2. In play in center field, Carter Monda charges it and does not have a play on it. He'll play it on a bounce. And there's a play at second, not in time, the throw from center field. So station to station on that bloop single off the bat of Clement, and the bases are going to be full of Pippins here in the 4th inning. Tommy Eisenstadt had a one-out walk. That was followed by a Jace Phelan single and then a Chris Clement single. Both of those singles were soft contact, but finding the holes for Yakima Valley. So bases loaded and one away. There's that curveball from Schuber, and that's been Schuber's most reliable pitch today. He's had the best command of that pitch as well. So Gio Melchione looking for his first hit of the day. Fouls that back. Right on top of us in the press box. So Schuber doing himself a favor and getting ahead 0-2 here with the bases loaded, searching for a strikeout or some kind of unproductive out. This is the first jam that we've seen Schuber in. The 2 runs came with a 2-out home run. That was from Spencer Shipman. And the 0-2 hits him. Schuber wishes he could have that back. So that extends Yakima Valley's lead 3-1. And we will have a pitching change. We'll be right back after this.
Listen up, baseball fans. Head into Safeway to score on great deals all season long. Safeway has everyone's tailgating favorites, from fried chicken and party subs to fresh cut fruit and veggie trays and tons of easy meal options. Satisfy your whole team for the ultimate game day experience. And you can save a cartload of time with Safeway Drive Up and Go. Just shop online at Safeway.com, head to the store, and we'll bring your groceries right to your car. Safeway, sponsor of the Cowlitz Black Bears.
Hi, this is Mike from Duke Analytics. We've been part of this community for
When traveling Spirit Lake Highway, stop by Drew's Grocery, for the food, beverages, and now serving Chevron gas you're looking for. See the weekly ad at familyfoodstores.com and find Drew's Grocery and Service on Facebook. The grocery store has been a staple of the Toutle and Silver Lake communities for nearly 85 years, serving as one of the last stops for visitors heading east to Mount St. Helens. The best part of your next beach getaway is that Fiber FCU has plenty of branches along the Oregon coast. Access your Fiber account at thousands of credit union branches and ATMs nationwide. FiberCU.com, banking made easy. The new pitcher for the Black Bears is Gavin Ludlow. He'll come in with the bases loaded and one out. He'll be looking for a strikeout. The right-hander plays ball at Linfield. He's from Lake Tapps, Washington. This last season, he finished with a 3.00 ERA. The first pitch into the number 9 hitter, Beck McGuire, is a ball. Gavin Ludlow pitched 30 innings this year, recording 24 strikeouts in those 30 innings as he falls behind right away 2-0 to McGuire. The 2-0 fouled down the right side, and that'll go out of play. Gavin just finished his junior year. He improved every season at Linfield. His ERA his freshman year was 6.9, sophomore year 4.7, and then this last year was at an even 3.00. The 2-1 is hit into right center field. 1 run in to score, and the second run in to score. The play at third base, and the throw is not in time. So a couple runs come in as Beck McGuire picks up a couple RBIs for his first hit this afternoon. So a big inning here for Yakima Valley. They've scored 2 runs in the third and 3 runs so far here in the fourth. Phelan scored from third, and Chris Clement scored from second, so runners on the corners. First pitch into the leadoff man. Hank Dunn is in the dirt. 1 ball and no strikes. Dunn singled and scored his last time up in the third, and he struck out swinging in the first. Ludlow takes a long pause, delivers home. The 1-0 is a line drive at the second baseman, who throws over to Noah Fields in time. Heads up play by Ren Cecil on that 4-3 double play. So that'll end the inning as Yakima Valley takes a 5-1 lead. We'll be right back to Longview, Washington.
Back locally in all communities served, including right here in Longview, Kelso.
I like to think of myself as a confident backseat driver. Mom, brakes please. Okay. But these days, I'm less confident in the economy. Same here, buddy. Thankfully, Les Schwab Tires helps make sure that our safety never takes a backseat, even when we're watching our wallets. Have a turn, Mom.
Drivers and backseat drivers safe with Lashwag tires, doing the right thing since 1952.
batting for your Black Bears, the left fielder number 17, Sam.
Lowe takes a long pause. Delivers home. The 1-0's a line drive at the second baseman. And a quick throw over to first base for an inning-ending double play. We're in the bottom of the fourth. Cowlitz trailing 5-1. First pitch is taken for a strike to the left fielder, Sam Canton. Heart of the lineup due up for Cowlitz. Canton, Fields, and Salvione, 3, 4, and 5. The lefty waits just outside, 1 ball and 1 strike. All 5 runs were charged to the starter, Colby Schuber, and he allowed 5 hits. It's going to be 1 ball and 2 strikes. Canton swings at the 1-2, hit at the second baseman, Spencer Shipman, who retires Canton. 1 up and 1 down here in the fourth. McNary had a leadoff walk issued to Chase Elliott. Gave up a single to Noah Fields, but nothing since then. He's retired the last 7 batters he's faced. First pitch swinging is Noah Fields. Right back to the second baseman, Shipman. And the last 8 McNary has faced, now retired. Spencer Shipman at second base has had a busy afternoon. He's recorded 5 outs for Yakima Valley, and we're only in the fourth. Vinny Salvione takes on the outside corner, strike 1. And Vinny takes right down the middle, strike 2. Hope you can join us Tuesday as Cowlitz heads to Bellingham. First pitch is going to be 6:35, and the 0-2 fastball around the letters for ball 1. It's going to be audio only Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then we'll be back here at home starting next Friday. The 1-2 is spoiled, and Salvione stays alive. Nice job from Vinny to get a piece of that. Last time up, Salvione struck out swinging. That's the only strikeout from McNary. A lot of contact, but soft contact. This ball is hit hard into left center field. Going back in front of the warning track, chasing it down is Mike Woodward. Nice catch there on the run. So the last 9 batters retired for McNary as we head to the top of the 5th.
Keep you dry in the rain or snow.
5777200.
Weather Guard!
Listen up, baseball fans. Head into Safeway to score on great deals all season long. Safeway has everyone's tailgating favorites, from fried chicken and party subs to fresh cut fruit and veggie trays and tons of easy meal options. Satisfy your whole team for the ultimate game day experience. And you can save a cartload of time with Safeway Drive Up and Go. Just shop online at Safeway.com, head to the store, and we'll bring your groceries right to your car. Safeway, sponsor of the Cowlitz Black Bears.
Welcome back to David Story Field. I'm Joey Senna. Thanks for joining us today on Sunday afternoon. A gorgeous day here in southern Washington. We've had nice weather all 3 days this first series against Yakima Valley. New pitcher for Cowlitz is KJ Ruffo. He plays ball at the University of Portland for the Pilots. The big right-hander, 6'2", 190 pounds. Just finished his junior year at the University of Portland. In 2021, he split time as a catcher and a pitcher. He played 8 games with 4 starts, primarily as a catcher, and 1 appearance as a pitcher. He batted .300 with an RBI. Best offensive game for him is when he went 2 for 2 against Oregon with an RBI. First pitch from Ruffo is a ball. This last season, he only pitched 2 innings as he gets a swing and a miss from the number 2 hitter, second baseman Spencer Shipman. Last time up, Shipman unleashed on a ball out in left field. Hit a 2-run, 2-out RBI home run. That's when Yakima Valley picked up 2 runs in the third and then 3 runs in the fourth. Back-to-back big innings as they lead 5-1 here in the top of the 5th. Ruffo ahead, 1-2, just outside. 6 hits for Yakima, 1 for Cowlitz. And we've seen clean defense here through 4 innings. No errors on either side. The wind picks up a little bit. That fastball up at the letters. First batter faced for Ruffo is Spencer Shipman, and we're already in a full count. The big right-hander blows it by Shipman as it's foul tipped into the mid of Connor Talixon. He tags him out. So 1 up and 1 down for Ruffo here in the 5th. That brings up the left fielder, Mike Woodward. He walked back in the first and grounded out to third back in the third. Hold back here with nobody on and 1 away. Fouls that back. We'll see if we see Ruffo behind the plate at all for Cowlitz this season, as he does both for the University of Portland. But his first appearance for Cowlitz this year is as a pitcher. He's way ahead, 0-2. And that gets a piece of Woodward's jersey on that inside fastball. KJ Ruffo wishes he can have that back. That's the second time we've seen a batter hit in an 0-2 count today for the Black Bears. So 1 out base runner for Yakima Valley as a cleanup man, Maxim Fullerton, swings at the first pitch. Ruffo looking to get ahead. Maxim Fullerton is 0 for 2 today. He's got a couple of flyouts. Righty on lefty matchup. Ruffo throws behind Fullerton as Mike Woodward advances to second as the ball gets to the backstop. So 1 ball and 1 strike. Ruffo struggling a little bit with command here. Hitting Woodward and then throwing behind Fullerton right now. Ruffo checks the runner at second. The shortstop, Jake Schultz, right behind the runner to keep him close. The 1-1 is a line drive into center field. And Carter Monda moves over to his right for out number 2. 2 outs, a man on second for the designated hitter. In yesterday's game, when Ren Cecil hit the 2-out RBI that gave the Black Bears a 1-0 lead, we saw the manager for Yakima Valley, Chris Christangel, come out and argue, and we weren't sure what they were arguing about. First pitch fouled back by Eisenstadt. We found out today the argument was the coach thought the runner missed third base when he came home. The runner that scored off the RBI from Cecil. The umpires decided that he did tag the base, so nothing changed. And the Black Bears went on to win 1-0 in the pitching duel in Game 2. First shutout thrown by the Black Bears staff. The 1-1 is up and in. 2 balls and 1 strike. These two teams will not play again until the Bears' last road series of the season. That'll be August 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. Second to last series of the season. The 2-1 on the inside corner. Strike 2. So 2 balls and 2 strikes, a runner on second and 1 away here in the top of the 5th. 5-1 Yakima Valley here in the rubber match. The series finale. Beautiful day here at the ballpark. The 2-2 is lifted into left field. It will find the outfield grass. The runner is waved home, and he gets it in time to extend their lead. 6-1 here in the 5th. Second hit of the afternoon for Eisenstadt. His first RBI picked up.
Eisenstadt stays with the outside pitch, hoops it over.
Jace Phelan will dig in from the left side, righty on lefty matchup. Phelan singled and scored his last time up back in the 4th when the Apples scored 3 runs. That was their biggest inning of the ball game. Back in Game 1, Yakima Valley put up a couple 3 spots. They ended up winning that game 6-4. The 0-1 gets a chase from Phelan, and that ball's in the dirt. Nice movement on that curveball off of KJ Ruffo. We saw Ruffo come into the game a little bit wild. He hit Woodward and threw behind Fullerton, but it looks like he's finding his command here. The 0-2 is hit into right center field. It's going to be Carter Monda, the center fielder. That tracks it down to retire the side, but Yakima Valley tacks on 1 more run, and they lead 6-1 as we head to the bottom of the 5th.
You can save a win with 25 radio
Summer and baseball are a winning ticket, and it's time for the games to begin. Peace Health is excited again to join with the Cowlitz Black Bears as a sponsor and to cheer on the team as they vie for the West Coast League title. Black Bears games make a great family outing. Bring the whole crew to the ballpark to enjoy a safe, fun outdoor event featuring a dynamic team that will have everyone cheering. As the largest health provider in Cowlitz County, Peace Health is here to step up to the plate and keep your family in the game. Whether it's a routine appointment or specialty or emergency care, Peace Health and the Cowlitz Black Bears, two great teams here for our community.
Looks like we have a lucky winner.
We begin the bottom of the fifth, 6-1, Yakima Valley with the lead. If you're just joining us, the Black Bears took an early 1-0 lead in the first inning. It was a leadoff walk issued to Elliott, and then a sacrifice fly from Sam Canton. They had a 1-0 lead until the third inning. It was a 2-out, 2-run home run by Spencer Shipman, and then the Pippins went on to score 3 runs in the fourth. There was a batter hit by a pitch with the bases loaded, and then a couple RBIs that Beck McGuire, the number 9 hitter, picked up. And that's where we stand now. It's 6-1 here in the bottom of the fifth. The 0-1 is a chopper at the third baseman, Beck McGuire, who throws in time to Jace Phelan, who had to stretch for that one. But he was able to stay on the bag. To retire, Jacob Griffin. So that'll bring up the number 7 hitter, the shortstop, Jake Schultz, who grounded out to second his last time up. Schultz just finished his senior year at Concordia University Irvine. He wasn't happy with that called strike 1. McNary in the zone right now. He's retired his last 10 batters that he's faced. The last base runner for the Black Bears was a 2-out single from Noah Fields, and that was all the way back in the first inning. The 1-1 is a soft grounder to Chris Clement, the shortstop, who throws low but dug out by Jace Phelan. Nice play there to bail out his shortstop. 2 quick outs here in the fifth as Ren Cecil digs in. Interviewed Cecil after the game yesterday, after his game-winning hit in the 7th. The lone run of the game yesterday when runs came at a premium. He takes strike 1. He said he just got a good changeup to hit. And he said, thank you to our pitching staff who kept putting up zeros. The 0-1 on the outside corner right at the knees. Cecil's quickly behind 0-2. McNary gets the sign from Melchion behind the plate. Kicks and delivers home. And the 0-2 just misses as home plate umpire Jim Courtney was halfway there to ringing him up. That was a big flinch behind the plate from Jim Courtney. But Cecil still standing up there. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Same umpires all series long. They have flip-flopped each game. So Jim Courtney behind home plate today and Tom Purchase out in the field. The 1-2 is lifted into right field. Max Fullerton corrals that one. The last 12 batters now retired by McNary as we head to the top of the 6th. 6-1 Apples.
I like to think of myself as a confident backseat driver. Mom, brakes please. These days, I'm less confident in the economy. Thankfully, Rush Wall Tires helps make sure that our safety never takes a backseat, even when we're watching our wallets. Have a turn, Mom.
Drivers Lashwell Tires, doing the right thing since 1952.
Office system. We've called Longview home for over 30 years. We're different from the big guys because we're a small Southwest Washington company that's involved in our community. We understand the needs of today's small to medium-sized business and go that extra mile to keep you up and running. Toshiba, Canon, Samsung, HP, and Sharp are just a few of the makes that we service. We service just about any copier or laser printer. Our prices can't be beat. We are committed to providing the best value for your money.
The shortstop, number 7, Chris Clemens.
We start the top of the 6th as KJ Ruffo stays out there on the mound for Cowlitz. There is some stirring going on in the Black Bears bullpen, but no one's actively throwing, just some guys moving around, getting loose. Bottom of the lineup due up for Yakima Valley. 7, 8, and 9 hitters. The shortstop, Chris Clement, ahead 1-0. Takes 2-0 in the dirt. Clement singled and scored back in the 4th, and he grounded out to 3rd in the 2nd. He's 1 for 2. Leading off the 6th, here's the 2-0 pitch. Swung on and missed. A big swing from Clement. The 2-1 is a line drive down the right field line, and that'll go foul. So we have 3 players coming from Dallas Baptist University. Dallas Baptist is playing right now still in the college tournament. Dallas Baptist beat Oklahoma State 18-4 yesterday. The 2-2 just a bit low and outside to even up the count. It's now full count. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Oklahoma State was the 11th seed entering the tournament, and Dallas Baptist beat them 18-4, pounded them yesterday. The payoff pitch, way ahead of it is Chris Clement. Strikeout, second strikeout for Ruffo, since he came in for relief of Ludlow. 3 pitchers so far for Cowlitz. Colby Schuber started the game. Gavin Ludlow came in with the bases loaded. After allowing a hit, he was fortunate enough to get a double play to get out of that inning. That was back in the 4th, and it's been KJ Ruffo since then. He's ahead of Melchion, the catcher, 0-1. Kicks and deals home, just a bit inside, 1-1. Dallas Baptist will take on Washington today at 3 o'clock. The 3 players to watch are Grant J., Ethan Mann, and Nathan Humphreys. Those 3 are heading here to Longview as soon as their season comes to an end. We'll also have players joining us from Cal State Fullerton and Oregon State. Those 2 schools also playing in the tournament right now. The 1-2 is hit on the right side, and it will go out of play, and we'll do it again. Grant J. and Ethan Mann both hit 20 home runs this season for Dallas Baptist. It's the first time that's happened at the school since 2012, and both players were named All-Conference. Ethan was named an All-American this season, and then their teammate who's also coming here, Nathan Humphreys, he earned second-team All-Conference. The 1-2 on the outside corner gets the call as Melchion is frozen at the plate. So 2 up and 2 down via strikeout for Ruffo here in the 6th. Brings up the number 9 hitter, Beck McGuire. His last time up, he recorded a 2 RBI single back in the 4th. Ruffo gets set from the stretch. Here's the 0-1. And that's around the letters. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Freshman in 2021, played in 15 games, started in 10, hit just 229.
Now there are guys throwing down in Cowlitz's bullpen.
Freshman
The 1-1 is fouled back.
just massive.
Going to be 1 ball and 2 strikes. River Cities Transit, Longview, and Kelso's public transportation system. River Cities has 9 routes to connect you where you want to go. Use Google to find a stop near you or visit rctransit.org for route schedules, trip planning, fare information, and the Where's My Bus feature. The 1-2 is hit into left field. Sam Canton tracks it down for a quick 1-2-3-6. We'll be right back. 6-1 Yakima Valley.
Keep you dry in rain or snow.
5777200.
Weather Guard.
Hi, this is Mike from Yakima. We've been part of this community for years.
We begin the home 6th. 6-1. The Pippins lead here in the rubber match. Talixon, Elliott, and Monda due up. Talixon plays ball at Irvine Valley College. Not sure where he's from, Irvine, California. Down in SoCal. 5'10", 185 pounds is the Black Bears catcher. He's behind 0-2 as McNary gets back to work. And that ball's in the dirt. A good take from Talixon. 7 hits and 6 runs for Yakima, and 1 hit and 1 run for Cowlitz. McNary has been unhittable since the first inning. And that was a hard hit ball, just foul down the right field side from Talixon. It was a leadoff walk to Elliott, a single to Fields, and since then, no one has reached in 5 consecutive innings. The 1-2 hit at the second baseman, Spencer Shipman. Spencer Shipman has been busy this afternoon. He's recorded 7 outs now. So with nobody on and one away, that brings up the right fielder, the leadoff man for the Bears, and that's Chase Elliott.
Black Bears, Chase Elliott.
He did steal a bag after he was walked and scored back in the first. He grounded out to the third baseman, Beck McGuire. That came back in the third. A rare first pitch ball from McNary. He's been working ahead of the count for the majority of the game. As he falls behind now 2-0. That fastball around the letters doesn't get a chase from Chase Elliott. McNary kicks and deals home. Another high fastball above the letters. So 3-0 now to the leadoff man. We've already seen Elliott steal a bag. So the Black Bears would love to get him on the base paths with only one away. Right down the middle for strike one. The only hit in the game belongs to the cleanup man, Noah Fields, who would be due up fourth this inning. And it's ball four. So a one-out walk issued to Chase Elliott, a second walk of the afternoon. We'll have a quick mound visit. Safeway and Albertsons stores are proud sponsors of the Cowlitz Black Bears. The Safeway Albertsons Foundation gives back locally in all communities it serves, including right here in Longview and Kelso. Where we give is where we live. Safeway Albertsons, dedicated to bettering the lives of people in our neighborhoods. Head into Safeway to score on great deals all season long. Safeway has everyone's tailgating favorites, from fried chicken and party subs to fresh cut fruit and veggie trays. McNary checks on Elliott at first. Like I mentioned already, has a stolen bag and has speed. He's got a big lead from first. He will not go on the first pitch, as that's a fastball right at the belt for strike one. To Carter Monda. We saw Monda hit in the leadoff spot on Friday night. He's batting second today. He awaits the 0-1 as the runner goes on a breaking ball. He picked the right pitch to run on as Chase Elliott steals his second bag of the afternoon. And Cowlitz has a runner in scoring position for the first time since the first inning. Nobody holding on Elliott at second. Clement now does make a move over there, but he gets back. The 1-1 is hit hard, but right at the center fielder, Hank Dunn. And it forces Chase Elliott to go back to second. Hank Dunn threw a runner out trying to tag from second to third on Friday night. He made an unbelievable throw. So the Black Bears learned their lesson, and they won't test him here. Gio Melchion with a quick word with McNary. So a runner on second. And it looks like we may have a pitching change. So we'll be right back with the new pitcher right after this.
Peace Health is excited again to join with the Cowlitz Black Bears as a sponsor and to cheer on the team as they vie for the West Coast League title. Black Bears games make a great family outing. Bring the whole crew to the ballpark to enjoy a safe, fun outdoor event featuring a dynamic team that will have everyone cheering. As the largest health provider in Cowlitz County, Peace Health is here to step up to the plate and keep your family in the game, whether it's a routine appointment or specialty or emergency care. Peace Health and the Cowlitz Black Bears, two great teams here for our community. Listen up, baseball fans. Head into Safeway to score on great deals all season long. Safeway has everyone's tailgating favorites, from fried chicken and party subs to fresh cut fruit and veggie trays and tons of easy meal options. Satisfy your whole team for the ultimate game day experience. And you can save a cartload of time with Safeway Drive Up and Go. Just shop online at Safeway.com, head to the store, and we'll bring your groceries right to your car. Safeway, sponsor of the Cowlitz Black Bears.
New pitcher for the Pippins is going to be Evan Hamburger. Hamburger, the left-hander, plays ball at Spokane Falls Community College. He finished with a 3.3 ERA this year for Spokane Falls. He'll come in here with a runner at second base and 2 away to the left fielder, the number 3 hitter in the Black Bears lineup, Sam Canton. The lefty on lefty matchup. First pitch is ball 1. Derek McNary's final line looks like this. He pitched 5 2/3 innings. He is responsible for the runner at second, as the 1-0 is low and outside for ball 2. He gave up just 1 hit, 1 earned run. He walked 2 batters and recorded 1 strikeout in those 5 2/3 innings pitched. The 2-0 is in there for strike 1 against Canton. Canton had a sacrifice fly back in the first, the lone run for the Bears, and he grounded out to second back in the 4th. Fouls that back on the hands. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 away, and the runner on second. Black Bears trying to claw their way back into this game, trailing by 5 runs here in the bottom of the 6th. The 2-2 is a chopper right up the middle. The Spencer Shipman gets there and fires in time. So we head to the top of the 7th, 6-1 Yakima Valley.
Keep you dry in the rain or snow. 5777200. Weather Guard.
Hi, this is Mike with Yakima. We've been part of this community for years.
we begin the top of the 7th inning here in the rubber match against Yakima Valley. New pitcher for Cowlitz is the lefty, Kyle Etheridge, who finds the zone. 1 ball and 1 strike. Ethan pitches at Northwest Nazarene University. That's fouled back out of play. Just finished his senior year majoring in criminal justice. He made 11 appearances for them. All of them starts. Finished with a 5.21 ERA as that's fouled back again. He averaged more than a strikeout per inning. He had 57 strikeouts in 46 and 2/3 innings pitched. The 1-2 pulls the string and gets a swing and a miss from Hank Dunn. 1 up and 1 down to start the 7th inning. Back in 2022, Etheridge had 9 strikeouts in just 4 innings. That was against MSU Billings on March 25th. He's from Alta Loma, California, a big 6-foot lefty. The count is evened up. 1 ball and 1 strike. All 4 years in his career, he finished up with an ERA of 4.3. He ended with a record of 11-7. He's ahead 1-2. Looking for a quick 7th after he got Hank Dunn. He does not get a chase there from Shipman. Shipman struck out swinging his last time up in the 5th. Then he had that 2-run home run back in the 3rd. The only home run we've seen this series from either side. The 2-2 is spoiled down the right side, and that'll go out of play. Etheridge's best year actually came before the pandemic, and that was in 2020 as he picks up another strikeout, 2 up and 2 down via strikeout here in the 7th. Back in that 2020 season, before it was shut down, he finished 3-0 in 4 appearances. He threw 1 complete game. He threw 24 innings, striking out 15. That was his best record in his career, was a 3-0. And then sophomore year, too, he went 6-1. So he's looking to find it again this summer for Cowlitz as he's ahead 0-1. And that's fouled away. Heads up as a fan makes a play on it off the netting. So Etheridge way ahead, 0-2. Woodward takes that low and in the dirt. 1 ball and 2 strikes to the left fielder. He was hit by a pitch his last time up. That came in the 5th. Walked in the 1st. And then he grounded out to 3rd base back in the 3rd. The 1-2 is hit in the hole on the left side. It finds the outfield grass. A 2-out single for Woodward. The right fielder, Max Fullerton, will have a chance to bat now with a runner on and 2 away. Fullerton's hitting .500 early on this season. Entering today, he was 3 for 6 with an RBI. He's facing the southpaw here. Fouls that right into the netting in front of us. Ever since Etheridge has come in from the pen, he's been getting ahead of these Pippins batters. That's a recipe for success for the pitching staff. Get ahead, get ahead, get ahead, and establish strike one. A delayed steal. The throw down is in time, and the tag is applied. Let's take another look at that as Connor Talixon gets Mike Woodward on the delayed steal to end the inning. A delayed steal. The throw down is in time, and the tag is up. We head to the bottom of the 7th, 6-1. We'll be right back.
I like to think of myself as a confident backseat driver. Mom, brakes please. Okay. But these days, I'm less confident in the economy. Same here, buddy. Thankfully, Lishwell Tires helps make sure that our safety never takes a backseat, even when we're watching our wallets. Have a turn, Mom.
Drivers and backseat drivers safe with Lashwell Tires. Doing the right thing since 1952.
First pitch into Noah Fields is lifted into left field. Moving over to his right at the warning track is Mike Woodward for out number 1. Hardest hit ball for Cowlitz, but just right towards Mike Woodward. So that'll bring up the third baseman, Vinny Salvione, who's looking for his first hit this afternoon. He's got a line out and a strikeout swinging. He's behind 0-1. Evan Hamburger back out there for Yakima Valley. And that's low. 1 ball and 1 strike. As the ball gets away from Hamburger on the throw back from Gio Melchion. Still just 1 hit for Cowlitz, and that was back in the first inning. The 1-1 is hit right at the second baseman, Spencer Shipman. So 2 quick outs here in the 7th. Now the designated hitter will hit Jacob Griffin. Griffin's looking for his first hit as well. He's 0 for 2. Looks like it's going to be fouled off of him, and he's going to take a minute. His hand got right on that ball, so he got jammed. So he'll take a second. The Daily News is your local go-to newspaper. Get the latest local news and notices at tdn.com. We also help businesses with our full-service Amplified Digital Agency. Contact us today to amplify your business. Go Black Bears! Cowlitz Black Bears Baseball is brought to you by Three Rivers Eye Care. Give them a call for all your eye care needs at 414-8000. Proud to be a longtime sponsor of your Black Bears. We have the trainer coming out, and we'll see if Griffin remains in the game. It looks like he will be taken out. It's going to be Mason DeVerna who's going to pinch hit for Griffin after that jam shot. DeVerna comes in with an 0-1 count. Griffin is the DH. So DeVerna will just bat. He will not go out into the field.
Looks like we're going to have a pinch hitter here after caught a bit of the hand of Jake Schultz.
So hopefully Jacob Griffin is all right. I'll have an update on him if I get one.
That ball is taken outside.
And that's way outside to DeVerna. So 1 ball and 1 strike.
For the Black Bears here, the Bears start the first 2 contests.
Hamburger gets ready from the windup. The 1-1 just a bit outside, 2-1. Verney's Pizza, a local staple and proud sponsor of the Cowlitz Black Bears. Verney's Pizza is happy providing great pizza to great baseball fans. Come in or call ahead. The 2-1 way outside. Verney's Pizza, 360-578-9561.
Southpaw, the biggest in stature, but
3-1 showing bunt, pulls back is DeVerna. He takes strike 2. Looks like he was just messing with Hamburger's timing a little bit.
count
He wasn't actually going to lay down a bunt.
of the 7th. Nobody on. Pitch.
Here's the payoff pitch, and it's kind of a half-hearted swing, and it's strike 3 called
Hamburg does it.
on Mason DeVerna on that check swing.
2-3.
So we head to the top of the 8th. The Apples holding on to a 6-1 lead.
Summer and baseball are a winning ticket, and it's time for the games to begin. Peace Health is excited again to join with the Cowlitz Black Bears as a sponsor and to cheer on the team as they vie for the West Coast League title. Black Bears games make a great family outing. Bring the whole crew to the ballpark to enjoy a safe, fun outdoor event featuring a dynamic team that will have everyone cheering. As the largest health provider in Cowlitz County, Peace Health is here to step up to the plate and keep your family in the game, whether it's a routine appointment or specialty or emergency care. Peace Health and the Cowlitz Black Bears, 2 great teams here for our community.
We begin the top of the 8th inning. First pitch is a broken bat off Max Fullerton. We'll take another look at that. 1 pitch and 1 out for the new pitcher, Nick Silva.
Swinger from Fullerton breaks his bat. Deep ground ball over the second base.
So that brings up the designated hitter, Tommy Eisenstadt, who had picked up an RBI single his last time up in the 5th. He takes We begin the top of the 8th inning. First pitch is a broken bat off Nova to cover first base for the first out of the 8th. The 0-1 just below the knees, 1 ball and 1 strike. I'm Joey Senna. Thank you for joining us today on Sunday afternoon. Could not have asked for a more gorgeous day here in southern Washington. The 1-1 is hit hard into center field right at Carter Monda, who settles under it for the second out of the inning. 2 quick outs for Nick Silva. Nick pitched at CSU Bakersfield. Big right-hander, 220, 6'3". He just finished his freshman year there. Jace Phelan fouls off the first pitch he sees. Lefty on righty matchup. Silva's from Palmdale, California. The 0-1, beautiful off-speed pitch on the outer part of the plate to get ahead 0-2. Silva looking to retire the side in order after a ground out and a fly out. The 0-2, a swing and a miss. And the throw down in time. A quick 1-2-3 inning for Silva out of the pen, and we head to the bottom of the 8th. 6-1 Yakima Valley.
Listen up, baseball fans. Head into Safeway to score on great deals all season long. Safeway has everyone's tailgating favorites, from fried chicken and party subs to fresh cut fruit and veggie trays and tons of easy meal options. Satisfy your whole team for the ultimate game day experience. And you can save a cartload of time with Safeway Drive Up and Go. Just shop online at Safeway.com, head to the store, and we'll bring your groceries right to your car. Safeway, sponsor of the Cowlitz Black Bears.
The offense struggling here in the rubber match for Cowlitz. First pitch swinging is a shortstop, Jake Schultz, as it went off the pole and bounced right back. So 0-1 to the number 7 hitter. Just 1 hit for the Black Bears in Game 3, and that 1 hit came in the first. Since then, they have been shut out. A great outing from McNary. And then since Hamburgers came in, he's putting up nothing but zeros as well. So the Black Bears looking for a late rally here, trailing by 5 runs. Schultz not happy with that call on the outside part of the plate. He's behind 1-2. Hamburger working from the windup, throws home, and that's low and away to even up the count. It's Schultz, Cecil, and Talixon due up here in the home 8th. Looking for any kind of momentum Cowlitz can take with them up north to Bellingham. Start a 3-game series with them on Tuesday. The 2-2 outside. It's going to be full count to the leadoff man in the 8th. Bellingham won the series against Edmonton on opening weekend. They're playing Game 3 right now, but Bellingham won Games 1 and 2. The 3-2 battled off as Jake Schultz will see another one. Schultz has a couple of ground outs. The only hit belongs to Noah Fields. And the only other base runner is Chase Elliott, who has himself a couple of walks and a couple stolen bags as well. The payoff pitch is way high, so a leadoff walk issued to Jake Schultz. The Black Bears will take any base runners they can get.
Baseman number 39, Ren Cecil.
So that brings up last night's hero, Ren Cecil, the lone run in yesterday's 1-0 game. That was a 2-out clutch RBI single. After Ethan Solscheider of Yakima Valley was nearly unhittable and untouchable yesterday. So Cecil way ahead now, 2-0 in the hitter's count. We'll have a quick visit. Gio Melchion to have a quick word with his pitcher, Hamburger. The Cowlitz Black Bears are excited to welcome you back to Story Field. We have endured so much together during the last 2 years. And we're sorry for any minor inconveniences. They will be over soon. Thank you, fans, for your patience and understanding. Let's go, Black Bears. The 2-0 is just below the knees, taken low for ball 3. As Cecil was taking all the way, he was showing bunt and then pulled back at the last minute, trying to mess with Hamburger's timing. We'll see if he does it again here. He does not, but he takes it right down the middle. Head coach Kelly Stinnett putting down some signs for the batter and base runner. The 3-1 is poked foul. So another full count. Coming back into a full count after falling behind 3-0 is Hamburger. Southpaw checks in, working from the stretch. Doesn't look at the runner before he delivers home, and this ball is poked into right center field, and that'll find a hole. First hit for the Black Bears since the first inning, and that belongs to Ren Cecil. He likes the 7th. He's 2 for 2 in the 7th so far this season. So Jake Schultz moves into scoring position for the Black Bears after he was walked. Cecil at first. So Connor Talix, the number 9 hitter, the catcher today for the Black Bears, will have an opportunity with 2 on and nobody away. The Bears try to scratch back and claw back any way they can. Try to steal a couple runs here in the 8th. Shallow right center field. The second baseman, Spencer Shipman, tracks it down. He runs behind him and was able to get underneath the ball to make the catch. The center fielder, Hank Dunn, and the right fielder, Max Fullerton, didn't have a chance at it. So a nice play there by Spencer Shipman. Spencer Shipman has had a very busy afternoon. Mostly ground balls, but a very athletic play to track that down in right center. So the batting lineup flips around. It's Chase Elliott who takes strike 1. Back any way they can. Try to steal a couple runs here in the 8th. Shallow right center field. The second baseman, Spencer Shipman. The 0-1 is fouled back. Hamburger way ahead, 0-2. 6 runs, 8 hits for Yakima, and 1 run and 2 hits for the Black Bears here in this rubber match. The 0-2 is spoiled off and fouled back. Don't forget, fans, Sunday is Peace Health Sunday, presented in part by Coastal Media. Kids 12 and under get in free with a paid adult. Hamburger, a long look in, and that's way inside, 1-2. Sunday games start at 1:05 p.m. It's a great time to bring the whole family. A big thanks to Peace Health and Bi-Coastal Media for Peace Health Sundays. Southpaw gets ready, and Elliott just gets a piece of it to stay alive. Elliott's walked a couple times, has a couple stolen bags, and he grounded out back in the third. He's 0 for 1 in his fourth at bat. He awaits the 1-2. In play, hit on the right side. It may be a blooper if it's fair, and it will go just foul. Baseball, a game of inches, and it was right there, just going foul. The Cowlitz Black Bears invite you to enjoy the exciting new selections on the concessions menu. Skip the line and order delicious food and refreshing beverages from your seat using the Fan Food app. Scan the QR code found throughout the ballpark, and you'll get notified when your order is ready. The 1-2 just a bit up to even up the count. So 2 balls and 2 strikes with a couple on here for the Black Bears, trailing 6-1. Hamburger delivers the 2-2, and it gets past Chase Elliott, who's frustrated with himself for out number 2. The Black Bears offense has been struggling here in Game 3, but they've been putting the ball in play. That was only the second strikeout for Yakima Valley's pitching staff. As home plate umpire Jim Courtney has a couple words, it looks like, for Hamburger on the mound. Not sure what that was about. Carter Monda digs in from the right side. 0 for 3 today. He's ahead 1-0. Monda hitting 133 early on in this season. And he finds a hole on the right side. The runner will be stopped and now waved home. The wave home was a little bit delayed, and now we have a rundown between second and third. It's Ren Cecil stuck in the rundown, and he's trying to go to third, and it's the catcher, Gio Melchione, who makes the tag, and that will end the inning. But not before Cowlitz will pick up one more run as we head to the top of the ninth. It's 6-2. We'll take another look at that rundown right after this.
Hi, this is Mike from Yakima. We've been part of this community for years.
I like to think of myself as a confident backseat driver. Mom, brakes please. Gotcha. But these days, I'm less confident in the economy.
Same here, buddy.
Thankfully, Les Schwab Tires helps make sure that our safety never takes a backseat, even when we're watching our wallets. Time to turn, Mom.
Drivers and backseat drivers safe with Schwab Tires, doing the right thing since 1952.
.33 early on in this season. And he finds a hole on the right side. The runner will be stopped and now waved home. The wave home was a little bit delayed, and now we have a rundown between second and third. It's Ren Cecil stuck in the rundown, and he's trying to go to third, and it's the catcher, Gio Melchione. Valley with a nice job on the rundown. So it was Monda who picked up the RBI on that. And we start the top of the ninth.
Top of the ninth inning here. Longview at Lower Columbia College. 6-2 lead for the Pippins. First pitch into Chris Clement.
New pitcher for Cowlitz is Riley Roscoff, who's quickly ahead 0-2 of the number 7 hitter, Chris Clement. Roscoff went 0-1 in 9 appearances this year for Iowa Western. He pitched 13 1/3 innings, recording 8 strikeouts. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night to Chris Clement. 3 pitches is all Roscoff needs.
Gio Melchione. Melchione ended the bottom half of the 8th.
So that'll bring up the catcher, Gio Melchione, who made a nice play at the end of the last inning, getting down, involved in the rundown, ended up making the tag at third. And this is a foul ball on the right side. Noah Fields runs out of room as it gets out of play.
The T-Mobile call to the bullpen, this time for the Cowlitz Black Bears. You know that T-Mobile's blazing fast. 5G network is faster than the other guys.
Roscoff at Iowa Western. He recorded 8 strikeouts in 13 1/3 innings. He finished with a 10.8 ERA. And the lefty delivers just a bit outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. 6-2. 1 run for the Black Bears in the first and 1 in the 8th. As the 1-1 is roped right off the barrel of the bat. But fortunately for the Black Bears, right at Carter Monda. So a loud second out.
Two away here in the top half of the 9th. That'll bring up Beck McGuire.
So with nobody on and 2 away, Beck McGuire steps in on the right side. McGuire came up with a huge 2 RBI single back in the 4th. Swings at the first pitch and fouls it into the dugout of Yakima Valley. Heads up. The Pippins scored 2 runs in the 3rd, 3 in the 4th, and 1 in the 5th. That's where we stand right now, 6-2. It's a high chopper right at Kyle Crustangel in the coaching box. So Roscoff ahead, 0-2. The bullpen has done a nice job today for Cowlitz. And they've been establishing first pitch, strike 1, getting ahead. Southpaw looks in, gets a sign from Talixon. He delivers home, and that's spoiled off. Heads up right at Yakima's dugout again. These dugouts are very close here at Lower Columbia College. You need to be heads up 24/7. 0-2 gets a swing and a miss on the breaking ball. And a quick 1-2-3 inning for Riley Roscoff, and he records a couple of strikeouts. We head to the last of the 9th. The Black Bears looking for a rally, trailing 6-2.
Keep you dry in the rain or snow. 5777200. Weather Guard.
I like to think of myself as a confident backseat driver. Mom, brakes please. Okay. But these days, I'm less confident in the economy. Same here, buddy. Thankfully, Les Schwab Tires helps make sure that our safety never takes a backseat, even when we're watching our wallets. Have a turn, Mom.
1952.
We head to the home half of the ninth inning, the last chance for the Black Bears in this rubber match against Yakima Valley. New pitcher for the Pippins is going to be Devin Hernandez. He's 6'1", 180 pounds, just finished his sophomore year at Tacoma Community College. Or excuse me, that's going to be Spokane Community College. He's from Pasco, Washington. Black Bears looking to put together a rally here in the ninth. It's going to be the heart of the lineup. 3, 4, and 5 hitters due up for Cowlitz. It's Noah Fields who takes low for ball 1. Join us on the road Tuesday night at 6:35 for first pitch against the Bellingham Bells. The 1-0 is hit on a line into left field for a leadoff single to start the ninth for Noah Fields. Cowlitz needs base runners any way they can get them. So that brings up Vinny Salvione. Vinny's 0 for 3 today, but heading into today, he was hitting .333. Five for 15. He's got 1 RBI on the season, and he scored 3 runs. He gets ready on the right side with the runner on first. Nobody out. Salvione swings at the first pitch, and that's fouled back into the netting. Make plans to join the Cowlitz Black Bears for summer fun with your group. Book the Bob's Sporting Goods Party Deck or Party Suites for company outings and other events. And don't forget about birthday parties and team get-togethers at the picnic tables. Make your special night a memorable one right here at Story Field. Call the box office for more information. As the 0-1 is below the knees. Call the box office at Story Field at 303-703-3195. Hernandez checks the runner, and this ball is hit hard but way foul. Vinny Salvione got every piece of that ball, just swung a little bit too early. If he straightened that out, that would have been way gone. So it's 1-2. Hernandez with a couple looks over to check on Fields before he delivers a high ball 2. On deck is Mason DeVerna. It was Jacob Griffin that started as a designated hitter. He got a foul ball right off the barrel that hit his hand, so he came out his last time up, and that's when DeVerna was inserted. The 2-2 is hit hard right at the third baseman. It's going to be a 5-4 and not a double play as Vinny Salvione takes a flip on the first base trying to avoid Jace Phelan. Wow, scary play at first base as Vinny Salvione just face planted into first base trying to avoid the first baseman. Noah Fields is thrown out at second, so there is 1 out. We'll take another look at that. As Vinny's still shaken up, the coaches are out there. He seems to be okay. I'm sure in an immense amount of pain last time up, and that's when DeVerna was inserted. The 2-2 is hit hard right at the third baseman. It's going to be a 5-4 and not a double play as Vinny Salvione takes a very scary play here in the ninth.
Sharp ground ball hit right at him. Put it right in the glove. Got it over to Shipman.
Gear up and show your support for the Cowlitz Black Bears. Check out this year's selection of official Black Bear gear, including shirts, caps, and much more. Stop by the merchandise tent near the main gate on the third base side of the ballpark. You can also shop the team store anytime at cowlitzblackbears.com. And thankfully, Vinny Salvione is okay, and he stays in the game and leads from first base.
In the contest, luckily. Vinny Salvione up swing. Salvione is 3 so far. Had a deep fly ball in.
All right, I got to make a correction. It was Noah Fields who just hit that fielder's choice and is at first base. Luckily, he is okay. Vinny Salvione is now at the plate behind 0-1 with 1 away, and that off-speed pitch is just a bit up and in to even up the count. 1 ball and 1 strike. Wow, scary play there. I am glad Fields is okay and staying in the game. Hernandez will throw over as Fields gets back in time. 6-2 here in the bottom of the ninth. Black Bears looking to rally back. 1-1 is fouled back. Connect with your Cowlitz Black Bears online to get the latest information and exclusive content all season long. Take a moment to like and follow Cowlitz Black Bears on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Subscribe to our YouTube channel as well. You'll find easy links to our social media at cowlitzblackbears.com. Hernandez gets set and delivers home on the 1-2, and it's foul tipped into the glove. Vinny Salvione retired via strikeout. So 2 away here in the bottom of the ninth. The Black Bears down to their last out for Mason DeVerna. The designated hitter takes high. That'll be a defensive indifference as Noah Fields takes second base with no contest. His run doesn't really matter in this situation, down 4 runs. The 1-0, a big swing as DeVerna comes away empty. 1 ball and 1 strike. Hernandez checks on the runner. Nobody holding him on at second. The 1-1, just low. For play-by-play action of every Cowlitz Black Bears game all season long, listen to KEDO at 1400 AM or 99.1 FM. The 2-1 is hit at the third baseman. Beck McGuire throws over and dug out nicely by Jace Phelan. And that will end the game. So Yakima Valley wins the series. They win games 1 and 3 as the umpire is saying he is off. I wonder why that took so long for home plate umpire Jim Courtney. So that'll be an error on the third baseman, Beck McGuire. Phelan came off the bag. So the game continues with runners on the corners as Chris Christangel comes out to give Jim Courtney a little bit of an earful. So after that E5, runners on first and second for the shortstop, Jake Schultz.
Nonetheless, this game will continue now. Runners on first and third.
Schultz walked and scored his last time up back in the 8th. And that's a bit inside. The 2-1 is hit at the third baseman. Beck McGuire off balance, and the first baseman just came off the bag when he dug it out. So the game will continue with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 9th, 6-2. The tying run on deck now for the Black Bears. Let's see if Jake Schultz can get on here as he's ahead 2-0. Thought the game was over, and now the Black Bears still with a chance here in the series finale. On deck is Ren Cecil, who was last night's hero, but all the attention right now on Schultz, who's way ahead 3-0. This next pitch will be a take for Schultz. He'll leave the bat on his shoulder. As the ball came onto the field, they toss it back, and we'll continue our action. Schultz with a couple of ground outs in the second and the fourth. He takes at the knees for strike 1. So a great hitter's count here for the shortstop. As the wind starts to pick up, Hernandez checks the runner, throws home, and a big swing as Schultz comes away empty. Full count. Hey, parents, for your kid between the ages of 7 and 18, they can learn solid fundamentals of baseball at our Cowlitz Black Bears camps. Hernandez gets ready from the stretch, kicks and flicks home, and gets it past Schultz. So that will officially end the game here as Yakima Valley takes the series. They won game 1, final score 6-4, and they take game 3 6-2. We hope you can join us on Tuesday night as Cowlitz will take their first road trip of the season in Bellingham. Thanks for tuning in this afternoon. Next game will be audio only. First pitch is scheduled for 6:35 Tuesday night. Thank you to Madison and Mika. I'm Joey Senna saying so long from Longview.